Okay. I'm going to start today with a 3-2 Blitz arena. For some reason, I'm kind of in the mood to do one. I don't know why. There's an hour left. I don't think I'll play the whole thing. I'll just play a couple of games. There is no one or very few people higher rated than me playing, which is weird. Also, it didn't work. This is going to be hard to play Blitz and have it not working. Let's see if I can fix this easily. Here, like this. Like this, like this. That did not work. And I'm in the middle of a Blitz match, so that makes it very hard. Oh, this person's very high rated, so if we blow it because we're struggling, that's fine. I'll go here. Let's see, what if I do that? Will that work? And then we go like this. And like this. Oh my, that is really not working. I don't understand what the problem is. It's very frustrating. Okay, I'll go here. Continue to try to fix this. Why is this doing this? Streaming can be harder than it looks. It looks real easy. Just fire up a stream and you go, and it's not. And I don't even know why it's very maddening here. Is that working? That's working. Okay. Huzzahs. We got it fixed. Lost most of our time. A third of our time is gone from just trying to get the stream working. It's very generous of us to spot our opponent a bunch of time. I guess I'm going to go here and follow up with b5. No, that drops the pawn. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Because of all the madness, I really haven't. I've just been making random moves basically that look reasonable, but I haven't had any strategy. So it's kind of an interesting reflection on, like, if you play just decent moves even against a 2000, that's kind of fine. It's when you start making the bad ones that it all falls apart. So the question is, how do we push our game forward here at all? No, I don't know. I'll just go here and continue making some good moves. And my opponent also is not doing anything so amazing. It seems like if I push here, they'll probably push there. And do I mind that? I don't know. I'll just go here and up there. And if they take there, I think I'm pretty happy. Oh, no. This drops a piece if I do that. Whoops. Okay, I thought I had figured that out. I did not. I'll go here, I guess, which doesn't work at all. No, it works. I can take here. Yeah, this is fine. And we'll take this way. And then we'll take here. And they're just kind of running us out of time now, I think, which is reasonable. I mean, we certainly didn't use our time wisely in this game. There's a 3-2 though, so if I can move kind of fast, maybe I'll be okay. I mean, I have a better game. I'm winning, whatever that means. Let's go here and try to trade that guy off. It fixes the pawns a bit. It's still hard for them to push through. I don't think they're going to be willing to trade this bishop for the knight. I think that would be bad. Their king is so loose. If only there was a way to get in there. I don't know. Alright, this guy was sort of holding everything together, I felt like. Go here. Actually, is this mate? That's mate, right? Like I just lost? Yeah. That's a really funny way to lose. Oh my god, what an idiot. Okay. Well, that was a lot. Oh wow, it just starts the next game immediately. Jeez. Okay, we didn't even have a chance to analyze the game or anything. Well, that was an interesting one. Now we're playing against somebody much lower rated, so this should be a different experience. Okay, I was going to be pretty surprised if this person rated 1200 was going into the Open Sicilian. They did not. Unfortunately. I would have loved it if they did. Go here, here, and threaten to trap the piece. They run back, so it's fine. I feel like I'm... Well, no. I think I want to get castled before I take that apart. Okay, now we'll castle, and now we can go here. I think we can go here first, send him packing. I have to remember that I'm playing against somebody much lower rated who will almost assuredly make a blunder, and I have to catch the blunder. If I don't catch the blunder, they very easily could win. Where does this knight go? It feels like the question of this position. Is it like there? I actually don't know how I'm supposed to win this game. I'll go here and here. I guess I probably should have put the knight in the other square. Okay. It seems very similar to the last game where my opponent really kind of struggled to find a way to actually win the game. I'm going to go here with the idea of trying to pick out that bishop. Yeah, I think that's good for me to make that trade. I'm going to plop on here, hitting that. Okay, now this pawn looks quite weak to me. Not quite sure how I'm going to target it. If I go here, take with the queen. This becomes very loose. Let me go here and here. Let's try to make some reasonable moves. My opponent has used no time. They're at 255. So this is the fastest, most accurate playing 1200 I've ever seen. Like, this is impressive stuff. Unless I just miss some things, which is entirely possible. Now I can push here. The question is, do I want to? I think I do. Okay. And that doesn't hang. I was thinking it hangs, but it does not. So this does a terrible move. That probably loses? Maybe not loses, but I'm behind now. Definitely behind. As my position is worse now, and I got nothing from that. I'm going to go here. Okay, that was a good move. I think the answer is, look at this bishop. I was going to try to trade my knight for that bishop, and then I realized, like, what am I talking about? That bishop's horrible. Let's just leave that bishop as is. We're going to double up here. Try that stuff. Okay. This person knows what they're doing. Impressive stuff. Materials equal. How the heck do I beat this person? Got this bad bishop, so let's make it better. We're going to make the bishop better. We're going to go there and there, improve the bishop, and just go one step at a time. That's how we're going to try to win this thing. One step at a time. Desperately hoping, of course, that they take care for some reason, which would be ludicrous. They're not doing that. What? I don't know what that does. So we're going here. I assume we're going to get this and this. Then I'm going to go here. I guess this bishop can kind of get free, right? Like, it's not totally dead forever. They could put a rook here if they really want. I don't know that they do. Okay, they did. I am going to go here, and the reason is because after it takes, I get to double my rooks. And I think that'll be really, really strong. Okay. I don't think they're going to get to come in with both rooks. We get several moves. If they do, I'm probably going to lose. But I think I get to go here, then here. I could even take there. Wow, that's a weird move. What is that doing? I guess it's so that they can come here, here. Okay. I can just take here, though. And I can put my other rook here. Okay, so that's interesting. I can go... Where? Oh, my eyes are really bugging out. This is hanging. I'm gonna go here. Assume they take there, and then I'll take here. I think that should be okay. Although they will get a discovered attack, but it's not going to be... It can't hit anything. Okay, that's strange. Okay, I don't quite get that one. Wait, why didn't... No, I couldn't take that first. Okay. Now I can go here and pick up the knight. So this is where it all falls apart for them, right? They were not crushing me, but they were doing very well. And then now suddenly it's kind of like, not so much. Okay, and then now I have this, which is pretty good. They go back, I'm going to take that pawn. Unless they take it. Okay, so they take it. I'll go here. Then I'll go here. That's kind of scary, but I don't think it's actually good. I think it's just a little bit scary. I think I just go here. They take, I take. This should be fine. And now we're just up a knight. And yes, they do have a passed pawn, and yeah, that's kind of cool. But it's not enough. Okay, let's go over there and guard it. No big thing. I do only have 32 seconds, so, you know, there's some world where I go into a deep think and lose, but I don't think so. I think I'll be fine. Let's go here. And then we'll go here. Okay. Okay. I'll go here. I don't see it, buddy. In fact, this guy is so close to being checkmated. It is quite funny. Go there. I'm not going for the checkmate. I decide I'm just gonna make the queen and move on with my life. That'll be the easiest way to do it. Okay, and we got there. Alright, I'm not gonna click next arena game yet. I'm gonna take a moment. Give a little pause here. That was a hard-fought game. That person was rated 1198, and I had to work. I had to work hard for that one. Okay, next game. Maybe like one more, and then I think I'll move on to my puzzle rush for the day. Okay, another person in the 1100 range. We'll see if they're as good as the last person. Okay, so they're playing a mixture, something happening. I don't know what they're doing. It's like kind of a King's Indian, but then they've already... Okay. They didn't even fianchetto yet. I don't think I can punish that necessarily. I think I just play sort of normal looking moves and just play chess. I'm a little tempted to go here. Try to take advantage of that sort of oddly placed bishop. Okay, this is such a weird decision. Like, that's just bad. I don't, it's not weird, it's bad. You don't trade off the bishop on purpose, leaving all of those holes. I guess they're going to castle long. That's like the only thing I've got that they just kind of have to at this point. And maybe I shouldn't have castled because of that. I don't know. Maybe this is a decent move. Oh, they're going to castle short still, aren't they? into their Swiss cheese structure. Okay. I mean, this is the funny thing with chess, right? It's like, strategically, I am outplaying this person by a lot. Will I win, or will there be a tactical debacle? I don't know. Anything's possible. It's chess. I don't know how to push through this extremely weakened side. I'm going to go here. The idea of going here. And I'm on this. Okay, yeah, he is going in for this. I don't think this was a good idea. I think they should have castled long. At least that structure is pretty tight. Go like here. Actually, probably here and then pushing the H-pawn. And I think that's the way to blow it open. And maybe I should have gone here first so they can't just push that pawn. Even though I thought at first that I wanted them to push that pawn. Now I'm a little bit unsure. Okay. So they've got the weak king. We have a tight king. Things should be good for us. Okay, they're just moving up. Okay, to be able to slide the rook back here probably, which yeah, that's fine. Like if I get this, boom, 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 that's gonna be game. Okay, so they're blocking that. That's interesting. The problem they face is that I do have lots of stuff on it, and I too can do this kind of stuff and bring my rooks into the attack as well. Okay. I'm gonna go here. They'll take with the pawn. Oh yeah, and then I have this fork. That might be the... I don't know if this wins, but it's pretty good. Like this is certainly good. Winning, I don't know. Maybe I could have gone for more with this attack. This kind of feels like a bit of a bailout. Like I had a pretty strong attack, and now I certainly don't. I'm gonna go here, here, and bring the rooks into the game. Whether or not this is an attack anymore is... that's unclear. It might not be. It might just be I'm just up material consolidating. I was tempted just to take here, but I decided not to. With the idea of just trading down. But trading down this way I'm perfectly happy with. Like this is a very safe way to trade down. I get the open file. My opponent doesn't have anything. I'm going to go here, stick the rook there. This queen looks so useless. Just like tucked into a pile of pawns, not doing anything. It's been a weird game for my opponent. Let's see. Takes, check. There. Can't go there. Can't go there. Doesn't quite come to fruition, but that bishop isn't doing anything anyway. Okay, takes that way. I guess I trade the queens off. And then just let this rook do his thing. Getting into the back rank. Not actually going to be able to get into the back rank, which is kind of funny. So let's just bring the king into the action. Okay. Does chase me away. I'm going to go all the way back. I don't see any reason to, like, mess around up there. I'm going to go... okay, if I go here, they can do that, but then I can come in there. Wait, I can't go there. That is covered. That's fully covered. Do I just go here to try to pop things open a bit? I think I do. I need some ways to enter with the rook. Okay, so he is giving me the back. No. Okay, I'll take it. I'm just going to swing to the other side and start eating pawns. Yeah, my opponent's going to have a hard time. I think we're going to get to see the rook in all his glory. What's up, Fried Foxy? How are things? We're going to get to see the glory of the rook that can do everything all at once. So if I go here, he cannot protect that pawn. Moves up. I go here. Okay, then I take there. And we're just going to slowly eat everything, I think. We're going to go here. Then if he goes there, I'm tempted to go here, here, eat this, and just say I can win from there. Yeah. I'm going to trade the rook for the knight. And we're just going to say we're up enough pawns that that'll be an easy win. Yeah, move here. Then I will go here. Here. I just got to deal with that passer, and I can immediately just protect it. It's like this is well in the over territory. Oh, he doesn't even go for it, so I can go here. Is that what I want to do? Do I want to let him come in? No, I don't. Let's hold him out. You get nothing. It's very close to no moves for that king. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Now I can't protect that anymore. So I can't actually go get it. That's funny. There's no way to go get it. And then he resigns. Okay, I think that's going to be it. We're going to leave this arena. That was fun. 1-2, 1-3, something like that. I'm going to look at the games real quick, and then we will do a puzzle rush. I don't know why I couldn't come up with that word. Where are the stats again? Why can't I find them? There we go. Blitz. I'm just gonna do quick reviews of the 3 games. They will not take long. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything big. I want to see the game against the 2000 also. It says I have 2 misses here, so that'll be interesting. Where did I miss? This was such a weird beginning. Right here, like clearly this bishop should go here. So this is a weird move. And the computer says I can kind of punish it, which makes sense, right? They've left the defender of this. I do a bad job of finding this move on the regular. If they do something like that, then they've kind of weakened their position, and I'm doing pretty well. I went here, which is a very natural developing move. Traded, so happy to trade these dark squared bishops, and we talked about this, like this whole thing is weak. I thought, okay, they're gonna have to castle long, and then they don't. But look at this, every move the computer's like, why aren't you going here? Why aren't you sending your queen here? Which would make sense, right? And I looked at that, and you know, I just had other plans in mind. It was certainly on my radar. And the castle is short, and this game is even somehow. I think this is really important. Chess is such a weird game that even though clearly I have a big lead, like, let me rephrase that. Clearly my position is better than my opponent's. Clearly my opponent's king has a very weakened pawn structure around it. The engine's like, it's even, man. How are you supposed to win this? This is an even game. And then this was a huge blunder because of the fork. Oh my goodness, I didn't even do the fork immediately. Wow, I took, then I forked. Okay, and now there's not much my opponent can do. And I'm pretty happy with how I played it out. I mean, I am up in exchange, but I played it pretty cleanly. Zipped all over with my rook. The computer even likes my rook to exchange for the knight, and we got there. So never losing, pretty clean game. I mean, the opponent is, you know, 350 points lower than me, so theoretically I should have that one pretty easily. Here's the other one against the, oh, this lower rated opponent played really well though. They played very tenacious until they didn't. This is a Sicilian I keep seeing from lower rated players. Is this like, it looks like it's going to be an open Sicilian, and then they play bishop c4 early before you can actually get into an open Sicilian, which is very interesting. I think I need to do a little more looking at that. I don't know if it's only a lower rated player thing or if other people do it as well. So I just slowly built my position, got the 2 bishops, had a fine position, and then just threw it away. And like, I thought I calculated that worked, and it didn't work. The funny thing is, here the computer says I'm actually doing okay. But everything's fine. But my opponent just keeps playing fine moves, and now they're in trouble. Yeah, this was a bad idea. This whole sequence in here. So this is fine, but then like this doesn't do that much. And then this idea goes very poorly because now I'm castle. I mean, I get to double my rooks, and just my rooks are invading, and their rooks are not. And then they finally cough up the piece, and we win the game. All right, last one. This was against the 2000, where I was trying to set up the stream, so the first 15 moves even were just like just play fine moves. That was my plan. Just play decent moves. Also, I should probably look at this. I don't really know what I do against this. This is a move that, if you really want to take me out of book, you play this, and I just go, I don't know. This seems fine. This seems fine. Okay, so G6, which makes sense. Let's go back for a second. So the computer wants G6 here because, like, this is probably the pawn structure, right? So this diagonal looks very weak and open. So that makes total sense that I'm supposed to play G6 there. I think I just played normal moves and everything was fine. And now I'm up 1 even. I'm up 1.5. Playing well. Yeah, I felt really good here. Actually, this is where I felt very good. I was like, I might beat a 2000 here. They have this pretty serious weakness. Their king is a little bit airy. My position is pristine. My pieces are fine. My rooks are powerful. Like, I'm kind of in business here. And then this was the game-losing move. Yeah, this was just mate. Oh my god. So even here, I was doing awesome, and then I just gave up mate. Like a fool. I just go here, and then I can go here. And then I'm winning. That's chess. That is chess. To me, that sometimes is chess in a nutshell. Like, I've outplayed you for an entire game. My position is far better than yours. Wait, I lost? What? What do you mean I lost? Like, that happens to me far too many times. And my opponent got a brilliant here. That is not a... How is this? This is like a first Puzzle Rush one, right? Like, okay, back ranking 2. Okay, well, congratulations for getting the brilliant. Let's do our Puzzle Rush survival for the day. And I'm gonna announce on Twitter that we are live, just in case people are wondering, just in case. Almost got there yesterday. I think we got 49 yesterday. So very, very close. Okay, today though, I almost said today is gonna be the day we do it, but I don't know. I'm not feeling that confident. I'm not feeling confident to make that kind of announcement today. Some days I can kind of feel like I've got it. Today is definitely not a day where I'm feeling like I'm cooking. I don't feel like I'm cooking today. I feel fine though. It is funny that we did an arena as a warm-up for puzzles, whereas normally it is the reverse. Is that just checkmate? That is just checkmate. This is just checkmate. The queen is holding him down. Rook's got that side covered. Check. Can go there. Then come in with the bishop. And then it's mate. Okay, queen in the face, mate. It is. Bishop, king, queen, mate. That's not mate. That's the first thing I looked at. That square, I was like, ooh, that square is probably mate. Oh, okay, so I think we just have bishop checks, and then that leads to mate. A couple things they can do, but it's mate. Oh, it's our game. It's our game. Boom. That's how you lose to a 2000. There is this check, win a rook at the end. That might be enough. It is early in the puzzle rush, so it makes me feel like it's probably more, but I think we're going to go with this. I'd be pretty happy with that. This is the back row mate thing. Can't move there. Only one move there. Is it just take a hanging piece and we win? No, we're down a rook. Okay, So we need to do more than just grab that piece. Let's see. If I go queen b4 check, they play c3, attacking my queen. And then I could take the pawn on b2. They attack me with a rook. Does not look very promising. Ah, there's actually mate on the other side. I don't know how I didn't even see the queen can come in the other side, but that was checkmate. Rook to b3. That bishop hangs. That seems pretty great. We'll take that. Can we just take? No. E1 is not backed up by more than just that rook. Oh. Okay. Mate. I don't know why that was so hard. So this definitely feels like a day where I'm not going to be setting any records for myself. I'm struggling with some pretty basic things here. Like this check, they move over. It doesn't really get us where we want to go. Then if we check, takes. Oh, but then we have this at the end. So let's see, does that work? Check over. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, final. Yeah, that works. That's a little bit tricky for a number 16 or 17. It's a little surprising. We can pin the queen. That doesn't do anything. We can just take the queen, which is defending the bishop, and then be up a piece. So that seems right. Let's do that. Very close to mate. I think it is mate. I think it's here. Rook check. Moves it. Yeah, this is mate. So we get to ignore our hanging piece. That's always fun. Immediately looking at queen takes f3. The queen does take. Doesn't quite look like it works out for me. A lot of hanging stuff on the board, or a lot of stuff touching. How do we work it out? Second, yeah, maybe this does work. So rook takes e1. If takes with the queen, the bishop on f3 falls with check, and then we have a follow-up check. It's going to be bad news. First of all, how's the material looking? We are down exchange. That's fine. We're going to get a lot of material. So rook takes rook. Bishop takes, bishop takes. Oh, I thought I was winning the queen. I don't. Wait, rook takes rook. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Rook takes. And they get away. So maybe that doesn't work. Queen takes bishop. Queen takes bishop. Rook takes rook. That does not work. Huh. So it seems suddenly very hard. Wow. How is this one so challenging? I'm just looking at even every legal and move that does anything, and none of them seem to work. Like I've looked at queen takes b1, queen takes f3, queen takes d2. Nothing works. Nothing seems to work. And their king is loose, but just safe enough. Our bishop on e8 can't help. Our knight seems to be doing nothing. I just don't understand how I'm supposed to use the bishop to queen and the rook to make this happen. I guess. Nope, that doesn't work. Man, nothing works. I'm probably going to do rook takes rook and assume that that does not work. But that is the best thing I can find. It removes at least one defender. Well, if they go that way, it works great. So I don't know what's going on, why they did it like that. We're actually going to look at that one. I am confused by that. Okay, so it's rook moves over. Rook moves over. Here. Why not here? That is a mate in 1 to that. Ugh. Okay, well, I got it right, but I didn't actually get it right. All right, let me go here. Is that checkmate? That looks... No, it's not quite checkmate, because they can slide the bishop behind. Actually, are they fine if they do that? So check, bishop slides in. I take with the rook, king takes. Yeah, that works. So it's here, here, and then checkmate. Okay, black to move. This is not quite checkmate. Very close. I don't really have a piece to help. There. Put the rook down. Takes, takes. And then takes, because that'll be loose. Okay. So we're not going for checkmate. Even though the king looked really weak, it was not a checkmate. So the rook on b1's hanging. Seems easy enough. And that leads to checkmate. So let's do that. Okay. We could put the rook here and trade the rooks for the queen. That's a possibility. Okay. We could check here. Oh, wait. What about just checking here? Yeah. King can't move. That's me. This gives up a lot of material. Another check, though, is there, and that's checkmate. We'll do the one that's checkmate. 26, pretty quick, but they haven't felt super sharp, so we'll see what happens. Takes, 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 takes. That does not end up working. Although it doesn't let me save my piece. Are we up a piece? No, we're not. So we're forked, and material's even. So it's not even just saving a piece. We have to straight up win a piece. Looks challenging. Yeah, I did not see a way to win a piece here. That seems like madness. Maybe there is. The knight's covering everything, and I missed for a second. I was so busy being defensive, I missed being aggressive. So if we go there, and then say they go here is really the only way to save the game. And then we take... Yeah, so that works. It's either we get a lot or they give us the exchange. Because we're going to get it with check. We're getting the rook with check. Okay, I guess what I'm worried about is this, this. That's the worrying part. So how do we stop that? Like if I go here, 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 then I've stopped it. If I go here and he pushes right away and takes, this will be fine also. So this looks like it works. Because this, the king guards that pawn as it makes its run. Okay. This is a little scary. Like they've got a queen in the making. So I don't think we can race. We would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're 1, 2, 3 away. So we can't straight up race. I guess we could go takes, and then maybe we can win that race. Let's see what would that look like. We would move over probably to here, so their king can't get after our pawn. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. They would need like 1, 2. Yeah, they would need a lot. So this should be fine. Go here and then just race them. How do I want to do this? Finish. I'm going to finish here. And my king is there. It doesn't look like it matters which way we do this. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it matters so much it's unbelievable. Push, 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 push. There on G8. We can check here. If their king has to move over this way, we win. So their king goes here. No, the king can't go there. No, the king can't go there. Then we can go here, and we would trade. Also, if I don't take, they have the option of taking. And I guess either way they have that option. So I'm going to take and just leave them with one less pawn. Okay, that's a crazy town move. Okay. I think it's take the rook. Queen takes the rook, and then we win the... Oh, we don't win the piece. He comes in and guards it, but we still... Where's up? How are we up a whole rook? How's this a puzzle? You're up a rook, win. Like, and I have nothing. This is the weirdest puzzle I've ever seen. Okay, well, this wins. Hopefully it wins and is how they want me to win. But, okay. There we go. How is that as a 29 puzzle? I do not understand. Okay. This is a weird one. Okay. Could try to force a rook swap with rook e7. Not sure what that does for us or how good that is. Their pieces are working pretty well together. I don't feel like we can take big advantage of our queen advantage as of now. We could go to like queen c5 to threaten their knight. I mean their rook. I don't know what that does either. I don't see any forcing moves, really. I could do, like, queen takes e4, rook takes e4, rook takes e4, but that looks horrid. So we're not doing that. Maybe what I do is queen d4. I guess I could go king f3. Oh, no. King d4 is very strong. It hits them both. It hits the rook and the bishop. We take, and then we win. Okay. We're hitting this guy twice, but it is backed up twice. But we can remove one of the defenders. But that doesn't quite work. I go here, it takes there. I go here, he takes there, and we're actually still even. If I take here first, though, then he takes, yes. And so then we remove the defender at the end. We grab the knight, not at the beginning. Gotta get the order right. Okay, one piece hanging. Two pieces hanging? I mean, that seems pretty good. It's an even game. Yeah, that has to be right. Okay. Three pieces hanging? Problem is if I go here, they have this little maneuver, which is kind of annoying. But then we get two pieces for the rook, which I think should be fine. Because we have that other piece hanging. Wow, that was a weird one. Okay, so I've got to check on d4, but the knight is covering it. I have a way to attack the queen on e3 with the knight, which is interesting. It also hits this pawn, which the queen is covering and can continue covering. There's this check, which I don't exactly know what it does. Actually, this would lose. So this is pretty forcing. If I go here, they kind of have to jump back into the corner. Then I can go there. Then they come back. Then I'll go maybe here to get this. So this looks like it wins. They could go there. And I guess the question is, which way do I want to take this? I've got some options, right? I could take with the pawn and just be up a pawn. That knight has some decent places to go. Take with the bishop. Giving up that. They take. I take with the queen. It is check. They go into the corner. I think it still works out essentially the same. And then if they go there, I still have this fork to win the game. It's a little bit less winning now because I only get an exchange instead of a queen. Not bad, though. This is mate, right? Unless they give up the queen. Which the funny thing is they easily can. They're up so much material, so that is not the answer. The obvious answer, not the answer. The answer is to go here. Yep. So that's why that one was hard. Then we go here. Ooh, it's check. So go here first and then go here. All right, 35 unscathed. I mean, we've got. Oh, the queen is backing up the knight, so we can't even go queen b5 or a4 and just win the piece. Not even win the piece, threaten to win the piece, and then have it jump back to its square. Do something even different. It's a weird puzzle, because there's not a lot happening other than that. Alright, so what I'm looking at is bishop b5. If they block, well, they have to block. Let's say they block with the bishop. I take the bishop, they take with the queen, then I'm not sure. And if I go in first with the queen, then they can block with the bishop on d7, and then I don't have a great square for my queen. I could go queen a4 check, bishop d7, bishop b4. But again, doesn't look like it's gaining me that much. And then even if I go queen check, oh, I kept thinking they could come back here. So that changes things a lot. They can't come back here. Also, they have a piece hanging, which I missed that as well. So I'm missing a lot of really important parts of this position. So what if I just take? And they take, and I take, and they take. That is not going to work. So yeah, so now the problem is I go here, they're going to go here. I go here. They take, I take. That does not work. But if I take it, yeah, and they take. So I think this is the only move I can find that even looks reasonable. I don't quite understand how that didn't work. Wow, it was just takes. I don't think that worked. But it does, because we check. Okay. I didn't take that move seriously enough and brushed it off very quickly. That's really what happened there. I found it, but I just didn't take it seriously. I thought, nah, there's no way. This does lead to mate. So they would have to... Yeah, I don't see a way out. They don't have a check, yeah. So that's mate. Wow, okay. Interesting stuff. I think... Can I come back here? Yeah. We should come back. And if... Yeah, so this is where we go here. And then now you can't handle both of them. Is this going to be a mate or no? Check here. We trade both of the rooks, though. Do we make it? Take there. Take there, take there, take there, here. Yeah, he can't come back to get the pawn. So that is our answer. Okay. 38. 40 is always the we have to goal, and 50 is the stretch goal. But they're on our pawn. We can go here. Oh, this is kind of clever. We go here. They have to block, and then we go bishop a3, skewering it all. And then they come back and checkmate us. So that's not great. But we can do this, even more clever. Rook check. Knight blocks. Rook takes f8, king, and then we get the skewer. Or the pin, I guess. And then we pick up the piece. What's up, Ozzy Thor Chess? I don't know if I've seen you here before. I hope you're doing well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're forked. We're forked. Okay, what I'm looking at immediately, and I don't know if it works, is taking. They have to take. Then I wanted to go here. I can't do that. I can go here, though. It's check. If they come this way, I get my king, my piece back, and it's check again. That's actually checkmate. Here, whoops, here. Check. If they just dip back, yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. You don't get anything with your fork, man. Oh, or that I didn't that I didn't look at. Okay, I'm still good, but it didn't work out as well. Well, no, it worked great, but I didn't see it all the way through, I guess. Are we allowed to try and help? Yes, you can. So this is how it works, Ozzy. While I am doing the puzzles, I do not look at the chat. You can type in anything you want, and then when the puzzle's over, I look at the chat and see how you did versus how I did. So yeah, I encourage you to solve them along with me. Thank you so much for asking, though. Okay. What I'm seeing is bishop hanging. Pretty good knight. King is still in the center. Maybe we can take advantage of that. Our knight can hop in very powerfully to several squares. We can save our bishop by attacking their queen. So there's a lot of good things happening for us, and they have a really strong knight. So what if we just go here, and their queen goes somewhere? I guess there's only 2 squares the queen can move. So it moves one of them. It goes there. Then how do we follow up? Because our queen coming in somehow. This one I'm finding quite challenging, actually. I'm assuming if we go here, the knight is going to follow up here. I guess then the knight can go here and check, and we're just causing a lot of havoc. I don't know. Okay. That's the problem when you don't calculate it all the way. I was just like, I can't see it all the way. It looks fine. I think it'll work. My piece is being attacked. How could it be wrong? But apparently it was wrong. So let's see what is the right answer. I don't think this is right. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm going to grab the hint. It's taking. I see it now. Now it's easy, right? It's an easy one. Didn't even consider that move. Let's see. Did Ozzy get it? I don't know. Ozzy says was a tough one. Not sure. Yeah, that was a hard one. That was we're at 40, so they're going to be hard now. It was a 2239 puzzle. My puzzle rating is in the 2600, so it makes me think that I should be able to get a lot of these. But once we hit 40, for some reason, I really do struggle. Okay, I'm looking at Queen F5 is a check. It's very forcing. I don't know exactly what it does. Rook H6. Rook takes H6 is also very forcing. They have to take with the pawn. Then I can do a check with the knight if I want. F6. Maybe I could check with the knight first. No, because they would take with the queen. So take with the rook. Take, check. As I go back there. I don't see how that works. About queen f5 check. Let's say they go to king g8. Then I'll go... Maybe then I take with the rook. Takes with the pawn. Knight check. If it goes in the corner, it's actually mate. So I'm looking at is check. Goes here. Check. Oops, not check. Takes. This check. If he goes into the corner, that would actually be mate. If he comes here, then I have a discovery, which doesn't look that amazing, actually. I don't know how that discovery isn't devastating. But that's what I'm looking at. I think that's what we're going to go with. This looks quite strong. Oh, wow, what a collapse. Looks like rook h6, queen a7, then knight hops threatening Arabian mate. Let's see. You may be right. That was the other move I was looking at. This seemed like a good move, but I couldn't quite make it happen. Yeah, that was the thing. That was my follow-up. I couldn't make that follow-up happen. But, like you're saying, this looks like it probably does work. Because after here, we've got the mate on h7. They can't block it here because the knight would take, and then that's why we can win. They have to take with the queen, and then we get there. Ah, so sad. I only got to 40. Well, Ozzy, well done. You got the last one. I did not. That one was 22.95. Yeah. I think that was a fun run. I'm going to see... I think that arena that I was playing is done. Unfortunately, our survival is done. But let's see. There's a GM arena going right now. What does that even mean? I don't think I'm GM level. Okay. Arenas. I'm not playing any bullet arenas. Yeah, all the other arenas don't start for a long time. I don't know why I'm kind of in the mood for some arena action. Ooh, there's a 3-0 arena going, but I don't play 3-0. I am a big fan of knowing your strengths and weaknesses. And I know one of my strengths is not playing 3-0. Like, no increment, 3 minutes. It's too much for me. I don't enjoy it. I don't play well. And it just seems like a bad idea for me personally. All right. Well, that was going to wrap it up. It's good to see you, Ozzy. Thanks for coming by and chatting. I appreciate it. You are the #1 fan today, so congratulations. I hope you enjoy that honor. And I'll see y'all next time, which will be tomorrow. Tomorrow for another Puzzle Rush. See everybody.